Hey YouTube! So if you didn't already know, a new first-person shooter called DEADROP is being developed by Midnight Society, which is a new development studio founded by the popular streamer Dr. Disrespect. About a week ago, Midnight Society dropped what they call a snapshot of the game, which is basically a really early demo that showcases the base mechanics, graphics, and visual styling, and some other aspects of this upcoming project. Unfortunately, I was unable to try the game out for myself because only founder NFT holders got access to it, and the NFTs themselves come to about $60. So of course I refused to cough up that much money because it's 2022 and, to put it simply, your boy's gotta eat. So for disclaimer, this gameplay you're seeing right now was not actually captured by myself, and the creator will be linked in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourselves. But in today's video I will be showcasing the DEADROP snapshot and sharing my thoughts and opinions on what has been shown so far. Now the snapshot starts off with the player ascending in an elevator, and right away we are greeted with some superb lighting effects and moderate textures that make the game look somewhat decent. The doors open accompanied with some quality sound and particle effects, triggering a scripted event where numerous crows take to the skies, which is nice in adding some life to the world. In the distance you will notice a gun mounted on the wall, which looks sort of like a futuristic M4, which honestly grounds the game into reality, despite the somewhat dystopian futuristic vibe that the game is going for. Right now I can tell the animations need a lot of work. When the character equips the weapon, it looks quite rigid and unnatural, but again, early build, so issues are to be expected. Heading into the next room now, and we're greeted with several lights activating. Another nice scripted event, and again the lighting in this area is rather nice. We're given the option to interact with the button here, and upon doing so we're able to test out a shooting range, which is the perfect opportunity to try out the weapon mechanics. Visually the gunplay looks okay, the weapon itself doesn't feel all too heavy hitting, and the recoil pattern is fairly simple and easy to control by the looks of it, which definitely highlights that this is a more of an arcade shooter, or the team just hasn't really put too much thought into the recoil patterns themselves. Shooting targets that go down with a single shot doesn't give all too much insight into how weapons will perform in actual gameplay scenarios, but the game functions so far, so I'll give the developers that. The player does a little sprint here, which again highlights the rigid and unnatural movements the characters themselves make. So again, animations definitely need an overhaul in improvements, but again this is early in development, so I'm sure Midnight Society is already making improvements for the full build of the game. Slowly progressing to the next area here, and we are greeted to a stunning landscape which honestly looks quite impressive. Not only do the set pieces look fucking beautiful, but the weather effects, the rain interacting with the environment and hitting the screen is a nice artistic touch. Lighting is definitely the demo's strong point here, and although the graphics aren't as impressive as Modern Warfare 2's, something that the doc claimed himself, they are fairly up to industry standard. Graphics don't necessarily dictate whether a game is good or not, but you have to give credit where credit is due. Again, there are some nice scripted events such as a helicopter shining its spotlight onto the player, and the sound design here is honestly quite impressive. Have a listen and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Now moving on, the player can trigger another shooting range here, but other than that there isn't really much to do. Moving on to the next part now, where the player slowly descends into a new area, and you guessed it, it's another fucking shooting range. Quite repetitive I know, but the targets themselves are pretty nice in this area. They give off this Terminator vibe, and they have some element of destructibility to them, so that's a nice touch. We also caught a glimpse of a reload animation right there, which is remarkably fast and again janky and unrealistic. But perhaps that's what the developers are going for, I suppose. I don't really know. The player is just progressing through the level here, clearing out all the targets, and after that we appear to be done. There's not much else to do, no clear objective, But again, this demo aims to show off the base mechanics of the game, and I suppose attract investors as the game is so early in development maybe. This demo definitely has some good points. The graphics themselves are of an industry standard, and the lighting effects have to be one of the best aspects of the game in my opinion. It's quite apparent how early in development this game is, in all honesty. The animations are clunky as heck and need a lot more work. The combat itself feels rather stale and comes off as a marketplace FPS template, which I've seen other people say the same thing too, so I'm glad other people have also noticed this as well. This demo, from what I can see, definitely was not worth the price tag, especially since the demo itself is merely a glorified white box build. But hey, it goes to show that the priorities here so far seem to be making as much money as possible to support future development, which I can definitely understand, but $60 for an NFT and access to a demo which has no aim or direction at all is pretty outrageous, if you ask me. DEADDROP right now appears to be pretty rough around the edges, though I am still intrigued, so I'm going to be following this game really closely to see how it develops. You never know, it might actually end up being a somewhat decent game. But what do you guys think of the DEADDROP snapshot? Do you like the look of it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as well as turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video just like this one. Make sure to stick around for the outro and check out some of my other videos. I'd really appreciate it. But that is all the time we have for today, so guys, make sure to have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.